It would help. Well, folks, it's that time once again. Your beautiful Sunday afternoon here live with Down Home with Maud and Mildred. And here they are.
Maud, honey?
Mildred, are you there?
Honey, I'm here. Are you all right?
I don't know anymore, Mildred.
Oh, Lord, Maud. Oh, goodness.
You've had a bee in your bonnet all morning.
Well,
just go ahead and get it out.
What? For one, I didn't think it was showing that bad, but for another, I'll go ahead and tell you.
Well, Maud, honey, what's happening?
I was just about late for church today.
Dayland sakes.
I was. You know how I like to get there a good 15 minutes early so I can sit in my spot, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I walked through those doors with 2 minutes to spare before the service starts.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and so I wander over to my normal spot, and there's this brand new family sitting there. So I was happy to see some new faces in the church. I wasn't happy to see them sitting in my spot, though.
Oh, darling.
Yeah.
Bringing the sinners to the Lord, just not in your seat, huh?
Well, and I feel a little bit repentant for that, you know.
Well, the visitors ought not sit that close.
That's exactly how I think. I ended up having to sit in the back.
Oh, did you even hear what was going on, honey?
Well, not hardly.
I didn't see you back there.
You don't never go to church, Cloud.
I sure do. I've been a backbencher since way, way back.
Are you sure about that, Cloud?
Oh, I'm sure.
Honey, lightning striking the building. It's from the Lord.
Yeah, I do believe. We probably ought to move back a ways, Mildred.
I think you're right, honey.
Yeah.
That's just the interference from your hearing aid.
Mm.
Did you get a nano?
A what?
A nano hearing aid.
What are you talking about, a nanner? You mean for pudding?
You can order them on the television.
Why would you need to order them? You can just go into the grocery store.
Lord of mercy. No, they're for your ears.
You put bananas in your ears?
Who puts a nanner in their ears? Is this something in the Farmer's Almanac?
Oh, listen, bless your hearts. Do you not watch cable? Listen, you can get a nano hearing aid for $249 without going to the hearing doctor.
What?
That's a lot for a nanner.
It is.
Well, hearing aids are thousands of dollars.
I didn't know nothing about this. Did you, Cloud?
No, I ain't never heard this before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I reckon. I mean, you got to catch the commercial. It's after 8 p.m. Are you awake then?
Why, Lord, no. If I'm awake, I'm still doing some chores.
But the early bird special is at 4:30, and that's the late seating. And then if you ain't bed by 8 o'clock, I just don't know. You just lost the whole day.
Well, I used to be, but back in this powdered milk, I was in bed early.
Yeah, that's true. You've had a lot more energy lately. I mean, you're going on all these trips now, Mildred.
Well, Mom, I just can't hardly keep in my seat.
I don't know. It's like you got ants in your pants or something.
It really is.
What trip did you go on this week?
Well, I hopped on the bus with the seniors down at the senior center, and we went down to sunny Florida.
Did you now?
I'll tell you, I'm not taking that trip again.
Was it a long? How long is that drive?
Oh Lord, honey, I think for the young people it'll be about 8 hours, but it took us a good 12 and a half.
Lord have mercy.
People be getting off the bus at the rest stop, and they get back on the wrong bus, or they'd wander off and not get on the bus. Lord help me. We'd hit a pothole on the interstate, and a dozen medical alert places would go off, and they'd have to pull over. He's all right.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
It was just too much.
Oh,
That's one way to let your family know where you are. Is them mech alert bracelets go off and they immediately call like the next of kin or something. So, they know where you are on the trip at least.
Well, that's right. We'd get back on the road after checking everybody's bracelets, and then the jitterbugs would start going off. People checking
Lord.
on their skin.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, it was annoying, honey.
So you didn't need a chaperone for your trip, did you?
No, darling, I didn't.
Mm, that must have been nice.
So they let y'all just kind of roam around free down there. Where'd you go?
Well, no, I'm not sure. Some of them got off. I'll be honest with you. I had to get away for a while, and I tried to call an Uber. I think they say, but they said they gave me a number for something called Go Grandparent.
What?
What the
Yeah.
hell's that?
What in
Well,
the hell is that?
It's like a Uber and like a taxi for old people.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
I called them up and I had them take me down to the Wright's cafeteria. I was hungry.
Did they not feed you on the bus trip?
Well, honey, no, we didn't have the time. No, we didn't have the time. We had to bring our own snacks.
Oh, Lord.
Lord, they be making stops every 10 minutes if they gave them snacks, and you know how them older folks move. That trip would have took 24 hours.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
just imagining the bathroom on the bus. There'd be a line all the way up to the driver.
They really would. They wouldn't let us use it. That's why they did the rest stops.
Oh, I see. I see. It does get foul smelling on that bus, and the
Phew.
oh,
And the
Oh.
windows rolled down and everything.
yeah. When that prune juice hits, it's a sight to see.
I'm certain it is.
Nobody wants to say that.
Well, no, nobody does.
No.
Oh, Lord.
Well, speaking of trips, Maud, I heard you took a trip of your own.
Yeah, I did, Claude.
Maud, honey, where'd you go?
Lord.
Did you go play bingo like we've been talking?
I wish I could have, but no. So the senior center had arranged this trip to see the cherry blossoms up in our federal capital.
Oh, near the government.
Yeah, right smack in the middle of the heart of it. Yep.
Oh,
They
Lord.
turned you? Did they turn you?
Turn me to what, Claude?
Well,
Oh,
repeat
Lord.
after me. One nation under.
One nation under God, for Lord's sakes.
Oh, all right.
Oh, all right.
Lord have mercy.
Do you identify as a she and her still, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course.
All
Of
right.
course I am. Hold on just a second. Something's buzzing me, and I don't know what the hell it is.
Oh,
Well, that's what happens when you leave them windows open.
oh, Lord.
This time it's springtime, so stuff be buzzing all around you. Lord.
What?
Maud's hearing aid must have went out. She's probably having to change a battery.
Oh, dear heavens. I hate when that happens.
Mildred, what was it like with the go grandma?
Well, I'll tell you, it was real slow, but it went real well. And I got a card, and apparently they'll take you to get your prescriptions down at the Walgreens and everything.
Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to look me one up here for the 5 counties.
I doubt they got anything like that in the 5 counties.
Good Lord have mercy. It was my granddaughter giving me a call. And she
What?
knows I'm doing this right now. I don't know.
Weren't this her idea anyway?
It was her damn idea. She says, Mama, I want you to start doing your AM show on the YouTubes. And I said, what in the hell are you talking about, honey? Lord have mercy.
Well,
Is
bless
she
your
the
heart.
one that sent the fellers in the skinny jeans?
Lord have mercy, Claude. I never made the connection before.
Oh, Lord.
I never.
That's why
I,
you always got to be watchful.
oh,
You
Lord have mercy,
always got to
Claude.
be careful.
Lord
It's,
Almighty today. Time.
Trade by your own.
well, here's the worst part of it. So, this is a silver, not a silver sneakers trip, of course. This is just with the senior center. So it's a silver trip or whatever they call it. I don't know.
Oh,
But
a bunch of old people on the bus.
yeah. And the folks who was arranging this trip, they said I needed a chaperone.
What?
They said I needed a chaperone.
A chaperone?
I said, why in the hell do I need a damn chaperone?
This ain't the 7th grade dance.
That's what I was,
Lord
I
have mercy.
mean,
Chaperone.
what in the hell do I need a chaperone for? And they said, oh, it's for liability and safety reasons. And I said, the hell it is. Anyway,
My word.
It's because the government's trying to control you. That's
well,
why
somebody's
they
trying to
want you-
control me, and it's my granddaughter.
Oh Lord, kids these days.
Lord,
Tell you what.
I knew she was just going to be a killjoy the entire trip. I knew it. Telling
So
me,
what?
don't do this, go do that. And Lord have mercy.
Did you charge your jitterbug? I know it. I hear it all the time.
Well, she
So-
kept nagging me about that too. I needed to keep my phone on at all times in case I wandered off or something.
Do
Lord
you have a
mercy.
tendency to do that?
Well, if I'm looking at something, yeah, of course I'm gonna wander around. I'm a grown woman, for Lord's sake. I can do whatever the hell I want.
So what all did you see?
Lord, we saw the cherry blossoms were right pretty. I do got to say that. It was right pretty to see that. And all the pretty monuments and the inscriptions, and it was nice.
Well,
There's
that sounds nice.
Yeah, there was only one problem.
What was that?
I think everyone in the entire nation had decided to come to the federal capital during this entire trip.
Oh Lord, was it crowded?
It was so crowded, Mildred. I ain't never seen it such, and it was all these school children wandering
Lord.
around.
Heavens.
You go into a museum and you start looking around and you're looking at the little exhibits and whatnot, and then you see these kids. And they ain't watching where they're going.
Why no, I bet they were on their phones.
That's exactly what they were doing. They were walking while they was looking at their phone.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Did you have your cane with you? You ought to just whop them out of the way, honey.
Well, as a matter of fact, toward the end of the trip, I did have to start taking up the cane. Yeah. And there was this, we was in this one museum. It was real big and pretty and had this nice area where the bathrooms were. And, I felt nature call, so I had to head on over. And there was this group of about 20 kids
Heavens.
sitting in the floor in front of the bathroom door, Mildred.
Oh, my word, honey. What did you do?
Well, I had to take my cane and shoo them out of the way.
Don't they know no better?
They was a trip hazard if I ever seen one, and I might have hit a couple of them accidentally, but
Right.
Accidentally.
If the Lord sees fit for your cane to connect with them, then
exactly. That's how I felt about it.
just doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. You get a group of these kids, and they ain't paying attention to nothing, especially nowadays because they all on their phone. They can't, they run out in traffic. And you're trying to get into a restaurant to go eat, and there's a bunch of them just standing there blocking up the whole. It's like, y'all get the hell out of the way. I gotta eat.
Lord have
Go on,
mercy.
get.
Well, I'd like to say it's just the youngins that have this problem, but I before the trip I was running some errands, around town because I still drive.
You ought to look into driving for go grandparent then.
Well, maybe. I just don't want to hear somebody in my back seat complaining the whole time. But anyway, so I was driving, and you know that intersection that's got the 2 red lights down in the next county over.
Oh, that you were in some high traffic area there now.
Yep, I was. So I'm driving, and I look over, and I see my favorite milk company. Their delivery truck. I see it, and I I was like, that's my favorite little milk company right
Oh,
there.
the dairy farm, the next county over.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So I look up at the driver, and he's got his I guess it's a smartphone, and he's got it propped up on the very top of his steering wheel.
Lord have mercy, that's dangerous.
Just a driving like it ain't a care in the world. So I roll my window down. And I said, hey, youngin', what you doing? And I guess he thought I was just trying to be nice. And he says, oh, I'm doing good, living the American dream. And I said, is that right?
Lord have mercy.
And here he is. He's still got his phone up on top of the steering wheel. So I eyeball him real good. Look at him, look at the phone. And I just roll my window back up because I could tell.
So you were staring him down.
I reckon that's what you call it, yeah.
Lord have mercy. Didn't
Yeah.
have a care in the world.
Well, he's lucky I didn't get that phone number on the back of the truck and call and report him for driving recklessly.
Good.
I couldn't quite see the numbers, so he was lucky.
Maud trying to pull the gangster move.
What's a gangster?
The stare down as you rolling up your window.
Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's
an intimidation tactic.
Well, Lord have mercy.
Like, I'm watching you, boy.
Yep. Well, now I'm thinking twice about getting my dairy from that company. So, just.
Well, maybe what you need to do is get your own cow.
Well, I ain't quite got the space for it. Mildred does, though.
Well, my powdered milkman came up to me and asked me about getting a cow.
Did he now?
Yeah, he said he had one. He knew one that I could have.
Really?
Yeah, and I asked him to take me out in the field to see. I just wanted to look and see, what I would be purchasing. Yeah, he had named that cow El Chapo.
El Chapo? What?
I didn't even get to see it. I asked him about it, and he said, it must have been a shy cow.
Must have been.
He said you can't get to El Chapo.
Well, hey, how in the hell are you supposed to know how good of a cow it is if you can't even look it over?
That's what I asked him.
Well, yeah, it may be just, one of them that doesn't produce. You don't want to buy a dry cow.
No, Lord have mercy. No, I do not.
Oh, Lord.
What's that?
Happened again.
What are you talking about, Claude?
There's one of them chats popped up.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the audience.
Oh, I don't see nobody.
Well, of course there's somebody in the audience. We're broadcasting. Of course they're listeners.
They put up 2 heart emojis.
Lord have mercy. Claude, honey, did you take your medicine?
No, I ain't seeing nothing here. Here, I know how to click on it and highlight it.
How do you do that?
Yeah. What?
It's over in there's a tab called comments.
Oh, heavens to Betsy, this technology.
And then you click on the name there.
I don't see nothing.
Should bring it up.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Oh,
see?
Well, is that what you was talking about, Claude?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's where the people get.
Yes.
All right, you know how on the old swapping shop we would have people call in?
Well, yeah.
Well, now what they do is, it's like the texting. they put their comment up over there.
Well,
Their
yeah,
li- their little
she
chat.
says she's texting right there. She says she's Texas Jen. Of course she's texting.
Text.
Oh,
Where you type out what you want to say on the phone.
I don't do
she's
none of
not
that.
from Texas?
Yeah.
The Lord have mercy.
Well,
Lord.
We've gone beyond the 5 counties. We're
Well,
in Texas now.
I reckon them fellers in the skinny jeans was right about that, wasn't they?
Well,
They
Well,
at
said,
least they got one thing right.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
I don't know. I mean, this entire week I haven't worked on my garden not once.
Oh,
None.
you hadn't now.
Honey, I
No.
bet that box is just way overgrown.
Well, it's probably got weeds in it now by this point. I mean,
It does.
Look, you've got to keep your box well trimmed, okay?
I know this, Claude.
Well,
It ain't for lack of desire to get it trimmed up. It just I ain't had time.
Well, honey, well, you better make time.
Well, that's true. I know. But doing all this activity and these trips, that's just not my routine.
nope. Next thing you know, you'll have roosters running free around there.
I ain't got no roosters in my garden, Claude. Now, Lord have mercy. It's not gone lawless.
Give it time, honey. Give it time.
What kind of roughshod operation you think I got over here at my farm?
Well,
Having
I don't know.
roosters.
I don't know how you keep them cocks in line. I just don't know.
Well,
Rick-
I don't.
Bring El Chapo over there if I purchase her.
Well,
got
maybe. The manure would be good to have for the garden.
And if she's so shy, she's gonna need some space.
That's true. I figured you had more room over there at your farm, Mildred.
Well, I might.
Yeah.
I'll have to. Maybe I'll
Well-
get to meet her and we can see.
Yeah.
Well, have you looked into the Farmer's Almanac?
Well, I have looked into the Farmer's Almanac. One thing I've noticed,
What's that?
it keeps getting moved. I
What-
set it in one place in the studio, right where I know to find it. And then when I go to look for it, the time before the show, it's gone.
Honey, that's just your dementia setting in.
No, I think somebody's secretly reading my Farmer's Almanac.
Well, who the hell would that be?
I don't know. And
Don't
Have
you
your
look around?
friends been over?
it's not unless it's not like one of them trashy magazines where people pick it up and sneak. It's the Farmer's Almanac. I don't know what they think they're. At least put it back.
Right. Yeah. Land sakes.
Yeah.
Or there ain't nothing worse than somebody to get something and then not put the damn thing back.
I know it, Claude.
What are we gonna do with today's youth? Lord have mercy.
I don't know. So, one of the featured articles is about millet.
Huh?
But now her name is Mildred.
Mildred. Mm-hmm.
I said millet.
What the hell's a millet?
Well, I remember giving it to the birds, for bird food.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why in the hell don't they just call it bird feed then?
Well, maybe people wouldn't buy it if it's called bird food. They wouldn't want to eat it themselves. But apparently, it's 20 species of thousands of local varieties of small, round cereal grains that originated independently in China.
Oh,
South-
now
South-
I see the problem.
What? What's the problem? Claude?
China.
What about China?
Lord have mercy.
That's a big country over there. You know it? It's quite big. I figure they would need quite a bit of grain to feed all them people. And I reckon, why not feed them bird food?
Right. I would have liked to had some of that on the bus last week.
I wonder how that would have done with your gut, though, Mildred.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Be like eating a bunch of bran flakes, and then you think that bus was smelling bad before.
I reckon that's true.
Oh, Lord, Claude, you put an image in my mind I don't want to think about.
Lord have mercy.
Smell like a colostomy bag exploding.
Oh, dear God.
Heavens.
Oh, dear God.
Lord, Claude.
Why you got to conjure up the worst of it?
Well, that was the worst damn breakfast I ever had. Sitting in the diner, and this poor old woman, she's coming in, and she's not exactly kept together. Why these damn people go out in public looking like a damn wreck all the time? I just don't understand.
I know it. I saw these. That's one thing I noticed on this silver adventure that I went on is the children, they was running around in their pajama pants.
What?
Man sakes.
You wear your pajamas to bed. Not out in public. What in the hell?
I didn't understand it at all. Some of them even had on their damn fuzzy slippers.
Oh Lord, it's like went out to this I call it a fine dining establishment.
Yeah.
It's one of them. Steakhouses. Everybody's dressed all nice and everything. In comes this woman.
Hey, did they have a buffet bar?
No, they did. This was a fine dabble. This was not the Golden Corral.
Oh, I thought that was fine.
I do enjoy Golden Corral.
It was fancy. It was fancy.
Oh.
So these people come in. They're dressed up all nice and everything, and in comes this woman. It looked like all she did was get home from the gym and just change shirts. Like she had on like a nice fancy shirt and a belt around it, and a pair of yoga pants and tennis shoes.
Well,
I'm like, woman, make up your mind. Are you going to dinner? Or are you going to work out? I mean, what in the hell is it?
Lord have mercy.
So what kind of restaurant was it now, Claude?
This was a Japanese steakhouse.
Oh, why? Goodness, Claude.
Now the food is really good, but I mean the entertainment about scare your britches off.
What? How so, Claude? What are you talking about?
Well, you're sitting in there now, and they come up and ask you what you want to drink, what you want to eat, and all that good stuff. And by the way, it's very pricey. This is something I only do like maybe once a year. And so, you got the little chef. He comes over with his cart. He starts, cooking and everything. And the first damn thing he does is throw lighter fluid on the grill and set the grill on fire.
What in the world?
It burned my damn eyebrows off.
Lord have mercy.
Lord, Claude, that sounds dangerous.
Of course, they keep it so damn cold in there that it was actually the heat, the extreme heat from it was it actually felt pretty good.
Lord have mercy.
Then he, that gets done and the shock wears off, and then the next thing you know, he's pulling out the vegetables.
Yeah.
And he's cutting them up and everything, and then he's cutting up the onions and cucumbers and stuff, and then he takes this onion, and that's the one he doesn't cut, and he starts unlayering it, and then he stacks it on top.
Yeah.
That makes like a little, like a little onion mountain, right?
An onion mountain?
Yeah, it's a crazy. Oh, it gets better. So he pours a bunch of lighter fluid in that thing.
Yeah.
Sets it on fire. So there's more fire coming out. I mean, hell, I was waiting on the damn fire truck to show up. It was so dangerous.
Lord have mercy, Claude.
Then the fire dies out in it, and then smoke just rises out of it. It was like some ancient ritual or something. And then the next thing I know, He is scooting.
Lord mercy.
Oh goodness!
Sounds like the dogs are getting hungry.
The wild dogs have come in.
Lord have mercy. Let me see who's at the door.
Oh goodness, have mercy. Oh.
So they're moving it. He's scooting this smoking onion across the grill.
Smoking onion.
Yeah, and he starts banging against the table.
Yeah.
And making choo-choo sounds. I'm like, what the hell is this? Do you think it's a damn train or something? I mean, what in the hell? Just cook the damn food. I'm hungry.
Lord have mercy. That's something else right there, Claude. Oh, goodness.
And then he pours some other sauce in it, and it starts erupting like a volcano.
Like a volcano?
I'm like, for crying out loud, will you just cook the damn food? I'm hungry.
Go on out, youngin. Get on out of here. Get.
Oh, you got kids on your lawn again?
I reckon I did. I left the dogs out on them.
Sometimes I feel that is the best deterrent. Just let them dogs loose. It'll run any of them off.
Let the dogs loose.
That and a good 12 gauge.
Lord Claude.
So to continue my story now.
Yeah.
All right, he cooks up all the vegetables, pass them. I mean, there's tons of food, just tons of it. Then he starts cooking the rice. Now, while he's cooking this rice, he starts asking people, do they want him to throw balls of rice at them?
What?
I'm like, the hell is this? So there's a couple people that it's a big table. There's about 12 people there.
Yeah.
And he starts flinging these little balls of rice. I swear to God, I was waiting on somebody to start choking. He pop it in there, it missed their mouth. He'd do it again. He'd do it 2 or 3 times. Make sure that little ball of rice got in there. But I swear, I was waiting on somebody to start choking.
Did you say you'd take a little ball of rice then?
I was like, yeah. Hey, why not? Come on. I ain't never been scared of nothing.
Go
ahead, Mildred.
I was just gonna say, when I was a little girl, we wouldn't have been wasting food like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's the first thing I was thinking.
Well, and this is the messiest damn cook I'd ever seen in my life. I mean, there was food everywhere. Everywhere. It was, there was rice, there was vegetables, just all kind. I felt bad for them people having to clean up afterwards.
Especially where you sat.
What?
Well.
So he gets this little thing of rice and he flings it toward me, and it ricochets off my mouth. And he's like, "Oh, I'll do it again." I'm like, No. He's like, "Oh, no." I mean, he's speaking Korean or whatever it was. Couldn't quite make it out. He flings that second one in, it goes in, and I did start choking.
Oh, no.
Who in the hell throws dry rice in somebody's mouth?
Lord, Lance.
I had to bend over the damn chair and give myself the Heimlich maneuver.
Did you lose your teeth?
No, they stayed in pretty good. I've been using a new what they call a bonding agent to be able to keep it up in there. I didn't have to take my teeth out or nothing.
Oh,
it was good.
Right, yeah.
But it's like you have to go through all that. It's like you're having to pay a penance for good food.
Well, you don't run into that at the Golden Corral, do you?
No. See, Golden Corral is much more streamlined. You go in, you get your plate, you get your food, and you sit down and you eat. You don't have to wait so damn long. I mean, it's like, it feels like it takes forever. Golden Corral, it's right there. If they run out of something, by God, within 2 or 3 minutes, they got the new one right back out.
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that again if I gotta wait so damn long.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And they seat you so close together, you bump it up again. It's like, get the hell away from me.
Lord have mercy. It sounds like we all had adventures this week, didn't
Mm-mm-mm.
it? Yeah,
Sure enough.
sure enough.
Lord have mercy. I'm worried about today's youth.
I'm worried about this technology. I mean, what do they call it? The artificial intelligence. People ain't got no sense anyway. Now we're gonna make fake stupid. I don't know about that.
Lord.
I didn't think that was possible.
I didn't either. And Lord have mercy. It ain't done nothing for them. But anyway. Oh goodness. Well, it sounds like I got
sounds like
something.
my dogs are going nuts. So
Yeah.
time to wrap up the show.
I reckon it is. I reckon it is, Claude. It's good talking with y'all again.
That's right.
Do something about those dogs, would you, Claude?
I'm trying to. And thank you to the people in the chat. I was told to read that.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Mom.